What's going down, man? Going live, you know what I'm saying? What's going down, everybody? I'm gonna wait for some people to show up, you know what I'm saying, before I dive in. L Sticky, man, was good, man. You know what I'm saying? Your boy doing this live on the YouTube. Like I said, man, L Sticky, bro. Most people, like most Texans fans, I'm pretty sure all y'all is expecting, you know what I'm saying, a brother to be happy that Dwayne Brown is up out of here. But I'm about to drop some real shit on y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I hope this shit don't stink. Now, because you're a Texans fan like me, I'm pretty sure you can look at it from not just a Homer Texan fan aspect, but from a overall, you know, does this improve or hurts our team? Looking at it for what it is, and you know, yeah, like I was saying, looking at it for what it is, I understand why they traded Dwayne Brown, but when you think about it, shit, look what you going back to. I mean, I'm not a big fan of, no, I'm not a big fan of, you know, what Brown did with his holdout and all that shit, but I don't want to fucking go back to Kendall Lamb. Fuck. I don't want to have to go back to goddamn Clark, who basically be Olay, and he Olays motherfuckers to the quarterback. Man. Hey. These guys that were behind Dwayne Brown, man, they scrubs. Fucking scrubs. It's a reason why these motherfuckers got 60 over. They in the mid to high 60s, you know what I'm saying, on Madden. Madden don't allow people. Like, I hate to break it to y'all, but Madden don't fucking lie. If anything, Madden has improved so much to where what you see on the game, their attributes and all that shit, it correlates to real life. You know what I'm saying? Guys like T.Y. Hilton, his speed was when he first got in the league, you know what I'm saying? Speed was like 96, 97. They put that frostbite engine in there, and now all of a sudden the nigga speed is down to 92. You know what I'm saying? The effects of, you know, real life versus Madden. Madden was overpowering that nigga, you know what I'm saying? So they mixed in results, you know what I'm saying, with how attributes would be, you know, distributed in real life, and that was his new speed rating, which was a 92. I think it improved the team. We needed a CB. Lane isn't great, but he's better than what KJ doing right now, and Jackson moves to safety. Two birds, one stone. I feel you on that, but and this is my spill on that. When you go up against upper echelon teams like the Patriots, and the Patriots are gonna do this. I can promise you, because it worked in the first game. And the Patriots, they tend to do, you know, whatever worked in the last game, they take a little bit from it and add a few more wrinkles. That's all they do. You know what I'm saying? Also, Jimmy G is now a motherfucking 49er. How about that? How about that? You know what I'm saying? I don't really give two shits about that move, you know what I'm saying? But Just thought I'd throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy G is now Jimmy Garoppolo, because I don't want y'all to mistake that for Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Garoppolo is now a San Francisco 49er. You know what I'm saying? And to get back to what my boy El Sticky was saying, when you look at it pound for pound, no, it doesn't help our team. It damn sure don't help us this year. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not one of these naysayer Texan fans, you know, that, oh, we got the win out of here. Hurrah. No. I'm more pissed than anything. Jeremy Lane was a 6th-round pick, and you think you're getting value? This dude ain't gonna have the time to get acclimated to our system to be effective. You know, the first 2 weeks, it's gonna take him 2 weeks to get adjusted and acclimated to our calls and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things. There's that. Then from an overall athletic standpoint, shit, Jonathan Joseph faster than him. And he's 32. Like, if you was going to trade Dwayne Brown, y'all, Houston got played for a sucker. Like, I'm going to call it for what it is. Houston got played for a sucker. That was a fucking Madden trade that just went down. A fucking Madden trade. And guess what, guys? We lost on that. Yeah, we got a 2nd rounder, you know, for next year. We got a 5th rounder for this year. But you know what? If the Texans were smart, they wouldn't have given him up for that. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I see it as Dwayne didn't want to be here, so why keep him? At the end of the day, shit, when a motherfucker on a contract, just like with all these other players that, you know, they don't be satisfied with what's going on, you know, like with Martavis Bryant and whatnot, although his situation is a little different, you know, as far as players that are having contract disputes and whatnot, these teams hold all the rights. Like the shit or not, man. Like the shit or not, these teams have the final say whether you go here or go here. You know, like these NFL players aren't LeBron. They not able to, you know, be a coach, GM, and a player at the same time. Shit don't work like that. But like I said, when you look at it for the big picture, Seattle got a Madden trade, bro, and I'm gonna call it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? For all y'all that's sitting there, you know, was telling me that, you know, trying to get a player like Martavis Bryant, you know, that's a Madden trade. Well, shit, the Seattle just did it to us. You know what I'm saying? They basically gave up a 5th. Like this is what I would have done in Madden. Like real shit. This is what I would have done in Madden. You know what I'm saying? And you make the move thinking that you're getting a decent defender. When last time I checked, Shaquille Griffin, the rookie, beat this nigga out. A fucking rookie. And if my memory serves me right, he was a 4th or 5th round pick at that. Also, by the way, Shaquille Griffin was one of the corners that I was highly talking about, you know what I'm saying, before the draft and whatnot. We completely missed on that. And when he was doing his combine numbers, once he ran that 4.3, that was all I needed to see. I had already seen enough game film on him already to see that he had the ball skills and whatnot. I just needed to see that 40. And when he hit that 4.3, I think 4.38, I was like, yeah, legit. This man is going to be a legit corner. And he fell into a perfect situation. he's in the see. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm going off topic and whatnot. Jeremy Lane will not help this team. He won't contribute early, and guess what? From a athletic standpoint, he's a taller Kareem Jackson. The fuck? And you know, and as Sticky, I feel you on, you know, when you say move him to safety, but like I've said in my previous videos, and I'm gonna keep saying it. You also got to consider the 9 mil Brown frees up. That's a safety infringing. I feel now that I feel you on. I feel you on that. That's the only thing that I'm positive about as far as these trades go. You know what I'm saying? This as far as this trade goes, because like it or not, we could have gotten 2 second-round picks out of Seattle. That's Dwayne Brown's true value. You know what I'm saying? Because like it or not, Seattle really wanted, they really wanted Dwayne Brown. Rick, you supposed to be known as slick by, you know, other NFL players and ex-NFL players and shit like that, and it wasn't nothing slick about this move. None. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I keep it 100 with these type of things because I don't just look at situations for, you know, the next few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like every move that I've mentioned in my videos, you know what I'm saying, whether it be trying to go and get Dorial Green-Beckham, you know what I'm saying, or trading for Martavis Bryant, you know, those moves, signing Ladarius Green, trying to acquire Bucky Hodges, and you can sign him off somebody. I think he on Carolina practice squad right now. You can easily sign him, you know what I'm saying, for less than $1 million, you know what I'm saying, just to be on the active roster. You know, those type of moves right there. And guess what? Each one of those guys that I named, yeah, they are offensive players. But when you look at it for what it is, it's hard to... Hold on, we wanted a second. Seattle didn't have a 2018 second, so Seattle gave us a 20 and a 5th. Jeremy Lane was just as sweet the deal. Again, man, if you gonna make a move like that, and as much as you know, I seen him get dominated, you know, in Jacksonville, I would have, you know what trade I would have taken, and it would have been a damn good trade and an adequate one at that. I would have taken what's that lineman that shit? His name was on the tip of my tongue, and I forgot it just that fast. Luke Jokel. You know what I'm saying? I would have been perfectly, no, not Frank Clark. I would have been perfectly fine with Luke Jokel, a 2nd round pick, and say I probably would have still taken that 5th. That would have been a damn good trade. Why? Because not only do you get a lineman for a lineman. Now, Luke Jokel, what I need y'all to understand, Luke Jokel isn't a bad tackle. Just got to remember, he had to face J.J. Watt in his prime. Like, I don't know how many linemen could have, you know, hold their own, you know, in a one-on-one situation with JJ in his prime. If you can name me a lineman, he damn sure need to be Hall of Fame consideration, you know what I'm saying? Because 2-3 years ago, matter of fact, the 2 years when JJ had back-to-back 20-yard sacks, you know, 20-yard sacks, he had 20-plus sacks years, you know what I'm saying? He was destroying linemen when he had that one-on-one matchup. Luke Jokel just so happened to be a divisional rival at the time. Again, he was on a bad Jacksonville team. They didn't have a run game. They had somewhat of a passing game when Blake Bortles decided to show up. You know what I'm saying? And then there's another thing too. Blake Bortles made a lot of his linemen look like shit. You know what I'm saying? So for all y'all that want to be like, oh, Luke Joker trash, bro. Remember, he had to go against JJ twice a year. You know, just factor those type of things in. You know what I'm saying? But Luke Joker, a second round pick and that fifth round pick would have been perfectly fine for me. Because, like I said, you get a lineman for a lineman. I feel like Rick didn't even look at other options with this trade. He didn't. He didn't, bro. Because, like I said, there were multiple options that Rick could have went with. You know what I'm saying? Also, I just want to point this out and really just hint on this. For all y'all that's sitting there saying we don't have a tight end issue, where the fuck has Griffin been? Where was that, you know what I'm saying, that production that he was producing 2-3 weeks ago? Where is it? Where has it been? Because I ain't seen that nigga in 2 weeks. Damn near 3 weeks. Y'all Texans fans need to pull that bullshit out y'all ass. Straight up. Y'all delusional on some more shit. Thinking that we don't have issues here and there with the team. That's a motherfucking lie. For y'all that's sitting there thinking tight end is an issue, that is a position that we don't need to address, you fucking delusion. You smoking that good shit. I need to be hitting that shit straight up. Because, like it or not, Ryan Griffin hasn't been consistent. He was only, matter of fact, this further validates my point with him. You seen the production he had, just like I was saying a few minutes ago. Just the production that he was producing 2-3 weeks ago. Now all of a sudden the motherfucker just done disappeared off the face of the planet. We gotta put an APB out on Ryan Griffin. What the fuck he at? But no, back to the trade though. Hell, like I said, we could have easily my fault, y'all. Easily acquired, say, Luke Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Another trade scenario that I would have been cool with. A second round pick, Luke Wilson, and Luke Joker. They could have kept that fifth round pick straight up. I'd have been fine with that because now you get is what they call in the NFL term a hyper athlete. You know what I'm saying? Luke Wilson is that hyper athlete. As much as, you know, I may get some flack for this, but, you know, him being a Caucasian brother, you know, that helps him, you know what I'm saying? Because we should have traded Sticky. Come on, man. Sticky, come on, man. Lay off that bullshit, man. Oh man, oh man. Boy, it's comments like that'll make a motherfucker relapse, man. Shit. Boy, you done fucked up my train of thought with that shit, dog. Oh man. But no. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga shit on that note though. You know, had we looked at, you know, like I say, Luke Wilson, say that second rounder, and Luke Joker, I'd have been perfect. Like I said, that would have been a perfect trade right there. Because, like it or not, I do not trust the left tackles that were supposed to replace Dwayne Brown. I'm sorry, I don't, and I don't, and I won't. You know what I'm saying? Because they trash. Trash don't get better. Trash gets thrown in the trash. You know what I'm saying? And that it's fucking bothersome, man. It bothers me. You know what I'm saying? As a Texan fan, it bothers me to know that other fans are okay in accepting this bullshit. Like, there's a reason why Bill Belichick and his Patriots are consistently, averaging at least 11 wins a year. Why? Because Bill Belichick knows this guy can make plays for me. This guy is going to get bombed on. This guy can't make a play for me. This guy doesn't need to be on my team. Whereas Rick Smith and the entire Texans organization, it bothers me to know, and to know the fact that we're willing to keep motherfuckers on the team that they either contribute for the other team, or they were supposed to be something and they not. Prime example, Kareem Jackson. For all y'all that sit there and try to defend Kareem Jackson, I'm not. If you want to be mad at me, direct that anger at me. I don't care. I don't give no fucks, because I'm going to call it how it is, and I call it straight up. Kareem Jackson has been a fucking liability for the past 6 to 7 years. And there's more than enough tape to prove it. Like they always say, I played football for a long time. You know what I'm saying? No, Kareem not to safety. Because when he gets like I said, when you play certain teams, when they, like, I hate having to go here, because it's like I'm on repeat with Solid from, again, no he wasn't, bro. No he wasn't. And I can go back even further than that, you know what I'm saying, to 08, 09, when, you know what I'm saying, even though, Calvin Johnson, matter of fact, even though Calvin Johnson was going to be set up to be the player that he was, as a rookie, guess who got bombed on by him? Kareem Jackson. Oh, let's rewind a little further to, I forget what year it was, but you know what I'm saying, when the Steelers played. You think Lane gone? Fuck no, cause he ain't been here for 4 years. He didn't have the luxury of being on the practice squad for 4 years and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, with Kareem, man, he's been a liability, and it's like every time we play the Patriots, it's like Tom Brady just goes, well, Kareem's on. They got Kareem on. They got Kareem covering Gronk. I'm just gonna throw it high. Either it's caught, or one or two things is bound to happen. Either he catches it, or it's a pass interference. Tired of seeing that shit. I'm tired of that. As a real Texans fan, you should be tired of that. The one thing about Lane is he's well coached from Seattle. Good coaching. He gave up a couple big plays last game. When it up at the end of the day, Kareem ain't it, bro. Kareem ain't it, and Lane ain't about to be it. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm a realist at heart, and I shield myself. Well, let me rephrase that. I keep myself from revealing the truth, because, like I said, I care about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Even though I really shouldn't, sometimes I catch myself caring, how y'all feel. Might as well when you got Kareem Jackson covering the motherfucker. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, man. I'm just not. I'm a firm believer in self improvement, and Kareem Jackson has been on a downward. He's been trending down, as my boy Ed Honcho would say. He's been trending down for, like I said, 5, 6 years now. You know what I'm saying? He had one fucking good year. Would you trade? Yes, he's a good tackler, but what? And then for all you guys that are quick to say in his defense that he's a good tackler, the greatest of all time was not a good tackler, and that's Deion Primetime. Deion Primetime wasn't no good tackler. When it came down to it, and these were his words, I made business decisions. Yeah, fuck Pro Football Focus, you know what I'm saying? But I go off of my eyes, you know what I'm saying? I don't, my eyes are my analytics, you know what I'm saying? My eyes and my brain are my analytics. I don't go off of Pro Football Focus, none of that. If you're a corner who knows how to tackle but can't cover, then what? Exactly! Heck fucking exactly! Trev, aka the Sports Takeout. Exactly. That's you. Oh, exactly, bro. If you a corner that can't cover but you can tackle, that's just like having a fucking old lineman that can't block. But then you say, okay, well, let's put him on the D line, and then he can't produce that either. So he's just a big ass equipment guy. You know what I'm saying? True. They have some issues at times. Not having a kid. For ferocious. I don't know about that part, because Watson has proven that he can not only run and he's leading the league in touchdown passes. So I mean, it's obvious that he can throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? But I respect your comment on that, but I honestly don't know where you was going with that. So help me figure that out. You know what I'm saying, in the comment. I'm more than welcome to listen to you and all that, but I just honestly don't know where you was going with that one. I honestly don't. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about Kareem. You mentioned the QB, and Watson is a damn good one. You know what I'm saying? But no, like I was saying though, prime time was a prime example of, no pun intended with that. He's a prime example of what I'm talking about. Like, I don't give a damn who you put out there. Prime was gonna cover him, and not only was he gonna cover him, he was gonna blanket him and make sure that if you caught a pass, you had to work for it. Then, they needed to be, man. Real talk. The trades that they, my bad. I'm on too. Oh, to be honest, the team need to move. Man zone and man coverage is one of the worst in the league. No, bro. His ass is trash. His ass need to be a free agent. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm all this, trying to come to a motherfucker's defense. Like, those days are over with me. I'm sorry, straight up, they are. Like, I've as a real Texans fan, I've gone further than beyond. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the average person would do. You know what I'm saying? I'd be okay with that too. But if he's still on the team, he can't be. Bro, you want him on the team compared to, I mean, shit. Kareem Jackson couldn't. Kareem Jackson is only good when the play is in front of him. No. El Sticky, I know where you're going with that, but again, it it falls under the pretense of, you know, okay, he plays good when it's the players in front of him. Like, I mean that I see, like I said, I see where you're going, from having him being a safety, but again, when you, like I said, like I was saying earlier, when you play those upper echelon teams, the better teams, they gonna run deeper. Hold up, especially those upper echelon teams that have better offensive lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, the teams that have better offensive lines are the teams that give us the most trouble. Why? Because the pass rush can't get there. Last time I checked, the last time I checked with football terms and all that, a pass rush equals good coverage, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way I was brought up to understand and play the game of football. You know, I I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's, if I'm wrong, please correct me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I was about to say, what the fuck? I was saying, my car talking to me for no reason. My car about to turn into Bumblebee or something. I was about to say, oh shit. That's what I'm saying, El Sticky. If he was a free safety, he would perform better. He got decent hands too. See, but that's my point though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a damn good point, but serviceable isn't enough. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest with y'all, I would have left all that serviceable shit when Kubiak walked out the door. Either you can produce or you can't. That should have been the motto when Bill O'Brien walked through the door. Either you can produce or you can't. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, y'all get on my, I feel you. I agree. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's no bottom line. Like, that's the bottom line. Either you can produce or you can't. And it's funny because, hold on, you should stream more. Appreciate it, Ferocious. I just, you know what I'm saying, I just seen it on my, I guess my phone updated and whatnot, and it just gave me the what's name to stream and whatnot. Hey, oh man, I was pissed about that too. Cause Obi Melifano was, oh man, he was my steal of the draft. He was my fucking he was my sleeper pick. I loved him. Oh, I liked him over Cunningham actually, because when you look at it from a schematic standpoint, Obi Melifano is a more complete player than what. No, he got drafted in the second round, a few picks before us. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders snagged him up. But from a schematic standpoint, at 6'4", 220, Obi Melifano would be considered a tweener linebacker. You know what I'm saying? That's the role he would fit in this defense. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, he'd have been gnarly. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because from a speed perspective, he's way faster than Zach Cunningham. Lengthwise, he's longer, taller, more agile. You know what I'm saying? Ball skills, he damn sure got way more ball skills than Zach Cunningham. Exactly, and then on top of that, there's that Obi would have he damn sure would have all those high throwing balls that Brady would try to throw to Gronk. X-nay that shit with Obi Melifano, straight up. Like, the pass literally got to be on the money, and that receiver gonna have to go up and make something spectacular happen. Shit, can you imagine if they drafted him, put on 15 pounds? Exactly. But nah, if if Houston would have taken Obi Malafano, he would have been our camp chancellor, straight up. And that's where we should have went, because looking at our team as a whole before the draft, my picks were solid. I would have definitely moved. Nah, I'd have left Kareem Hunt alone, straight up, because I like Tariq Cohen, that other dude, the human joystick. I like him and that other rookie running back. I forget his name at the moment, but I like those two over him, over Hunt. You know what I'm saying? Hunt just so happened to fall into a situation where, in Kansas City, where there's Tyreek Hill, a elite burner, you know what I'm saying? Travis Kelce. They should have, like I said, man, I like Mixon, but, that would have been too much of a reach, considering the fact that, we already had Lamar Miller and we needed a power back. And honestly, Mixon is exactly what I projected him to be. He's going to be another Le'Veon Bell. And it's funny because Le'Veon Bell is mocking him, talking about, you want to be me and shit. I find that all too funny. You know what I'm saying? But, no, you know what I'm saying? Because I done jumped from like 3 different topics. Y'all sitting here, y'all taking advantage of my ADD, man. That's fucked up, y'all. We got Foreman was better value. True. And I definitely agree there. You know what I'm saying? But no, like I was saying, y'all taking advantage of my ADD. Sitting here bringing up all these multiple topics, you know what I'm saying? Knowing I'm trying to talk about one. But no, you know what I'm saying? All of this trying to keep Kareem Jackson on the team. I'm sorry, bro. I would have, if this was my plan, if I was Rick Smith, I still would have, well, actually no. I wouldn't have given up my first round pick for this year to move up. You know what I'm saying? I would have given them, I would have given up that the pick that we was picking at 25. I would have given up that and Brian Cushion at the most. And no, I'm lying. I'd have gave up that first round pick, Brian Cushion, and probably a 4th round pick at the most. You know what I'm saying? To move back up into to move up to get Watson. You know what I'm saying? That would have been the first move. The second, it would have been probably either Ruben. No. Like I said, looking at it for everything that was getting ready to happen, like with the whole Dwayne Brown situation and getting a 2nd round pick, say all of that does still happen, I would have then moved that 2019 1st round pick. I would have used that to, move back up into the later on in the 1st round. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Watson, and you would have been picking, either Cam Robinson. Hold on, y'all. Obi would single-handedly get rid of those annoying jump balls. Exactly. I'll be honest, and I say I missed on Kareem Hunt. His college tape was mad. In my eyes, I'll take that up for missing. Yeah, and see, this is why I say I'm definitely gonna look up, how to get involved with that shit, cause even though I would have passed on Hunt, I still had him, like from all my categories, from position to position. Kareem Hunt was in the top 5. No, my bad. Mistake. He was in the top 10. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting paged to come inside and whatnot, but I'm streaming with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gonna keep it. You know, this is random, but Darren, did you move back to Hills? Yeah, I'm back in the H. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm home. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was just at the Dynamos game. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, y'all. I'm having to let her know, man. She interrupted my stream. Southside all day, man. Shit, straight out of the third ward, man. But no, where did I leave off at before I start getting paged? But yeah, like I said, you know, the moves that I would have made, it would have been way more. The team would have looked so much different. And like I say, looking at it for what it is, like I say, I get it. You know, certain moves that you have to make, you know, in order to, you know, elevate your team into being a contender, you know. But a lot of these guys, you know, a guy like Derek Rivers, for instance, even though he's on IR, you know, on the patch and whatnot, he was my number two best pass rusher coming out, you know, behind Myles Garrett. And that's saying a lot, you know what I'm saying? How would you feel if the Texans took that 20? We got it, Dwayne right and used it. I would fucking love that. I would fucking love that. Straight up. I would love that. I would fucking love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been saying it, and people, and it's funny too that, you know, whenever I just want y'all to peep this real quick. Every from when was it? I want to say ever since Deshaun's been starting, you know what I'm saying? That's when I came out, you know, making videos about, you know, getting him a little more help, you know, offensively. And even this was all before, you know, he was putting up big numbers and whatnot, you know. And it's funny that y'all notice this every time I mention that that Houston should go out and get somebody. Shit, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I gotta go get me a motherfucking ID in the morning, dog, so I can get this job. If I man, and I ain't gonna lie to you, if I had it, bro, you know I'd be rolling this shit up on the live stream. I don't give no fucks. You know what I mean? But shit, what was I talking about again? Man, see, y'all playing with the ADD, dog. That's not fair. That's not funny. I'd have made a nigga forget what I was just saying. Man. Shit, I know some of y'all got quick fingers on for the typing and whatnot, man. Help me out, man. Help refresh my memory real quick. What the fuck was I talking about? Shit. Ferocious's talking about roll it up and threw off my whole train of thought. Shit. And again, oh yeah, that's what we was talking about. Now, I normally don't call out people and whatnot. You know what? I'm gonna stick to my YouTube rule. I'm not gonna call out my subscribers personally and whatnot. But looking at it for what it is, are you, for all of y'all that's real Texans fans, let me just ask y'all this. Aren't y'all tired of the whole, the golden boy era? Like, I hate to put it in terms like this, but we need some niggas on the squad. And what I mean by that, I don't mean, when I say niggas, I don't mean that in an ignorant way. Like, we need black guys on our team. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when I say niggas on the team, we need niggas. Dudes that are athletes that can, they not just athletes, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. They got that dog in them, you know what I'm saying? I want them type of players on our squad to where they look, every play they looking at it like, you taking food off my plate. I'm taking your lunch money, and guess what? You ain't gonna do nothing about it. That's the type of players I want on this squad. If you notice, B-Mac is one of those type of players. B-Mac is that nigga. B-Mac is that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, you know what I'm saying? How do I put this? Players like Bernard and McKinney are hard to find because not only do, you know what I'm saying, not only are they that productivity is hard to produce, but I'm not produced, but it's hard to replace that kind of productivity. But at the same time, you need that passionate player that can fly around and put it on, lay hat on the motherfucker. And guess what? After that type of hit is made, that's energizing the whole team. The defense fired up after that. The offense ready to go back and score again. Fuck, even special teams, you got the kicker hyped up after a hit, when hits like that are formed. You know what I'm saying? Historically, teams don't let players go that mentality. They always got a good spot on every team. They do, you know what I'm saying? And it bothers me that, that Bob McNair, and I'm calling him out personally because it's his team, and he so-called sets the rules that, we're not gonna sign players that have off the field issues and shit like that. For one, that notion is bullshit because that notion only applies to black free agents, and I'm gonna explain why. Look at Brian Cushing. The motherfucker has been repeatedly, like, at first it started out as accusations, and then the test results came back and motherfuckers just knew that Brian Cushing was juicing. Now, if that ain't a distraction, I'm sounding all retarded on the live stream. Distraction. If that's not a distraction, then I don't know what the fuck is. And he's not only that shit didn't just happen once or twice. He was a multi-repeat offender for that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, after he juiced, he got paid. Like, what type of shit is that? The nigga got the juicing guy, Cushing got some shit on McNair that's keeping him from being released. Man, I think I think Cushing is crushing his daughter or something, man. Cush gotta be, it's something, man, because I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? How can, I'm telling you, dog, man, he must be in a rib cage or something, because Lord, this shit don't make no sense. Like, it don't. honestly, man, I think Rick Smith. I'm not Rick Smith. I think Bob McNair don't give a fuck about. Honestly, bro, I've been feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? Back when before Aaron Foster got his first big contract, you know what I'm saying? I was already on that train talking about McNair don't give a fuck about the he give a fuck about the Texans, but he give a fuck about that dollar sign, that money. You know what I'm saying? You seen in 2014, it's a reason why motherfuckers got fired, cause shit, motherfuckers wasn't showing up to the games. Like that was hurting. That hurt Bob McNair. You know that hurt his bottom line. But back to the other discussion Cushion had. I get that, you know what I'm saying, and Cushion definitely proved it when he headbutted old boy from Cleveland, you know what I'm saying, with his helmet off. You know, I still remember those type of moments, you know what I'm saying. And it's funny because I gained a lot of more respect for him after that play because I did that shit, you know what I'm saying. I was that crazy motherfucker on the football squad, you know. I didn't care. I headbutted the motherfucker with his helmet on. I didn't start gushing and whatnot like Kush did, you know what I'm saying, but I had me a nice little nick, you know, that was right there, you know what I'm saying. I had me a little Harry Potter little design going on for a little bit. The shit healed up and it's in the dark, you know what I'm saying. So if you're looking for it, you ain't finding it, you know what I'm saying. But nah, you know, not as a household name. Looking ass. Looking ass. Ferocious looking ass, man. But nah. You know, like I said though, you know, for all you guys that are sitting back talking about, you know, trading for Martavis Bryant is blasphemy. That's a dumb idea. Man, look. I'm not saying this to say that I'm better than anybody or I know more than anybody, but when it comes down to the analytics of football, this 25-year-old knows what he's talking about. Like, and like I said, this is like my boy Ray Ray say, I do it all from an eye test. I go off of what my eyes tell me. I don't go off of Pro Football Focus, NFL analysts, commentators, spectators. I don't listen to them fucks. It's draft day and we want to move up to the first round. Does Cushion have any value? No, because this will be his 11th year. Odds are, you know what I'm saying, and I hate to bring Madden into this, but his speed rating probably gonna drop down from an 80 to about like a 78. So hell no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? See? And Trev, he basically reiterated what I just said, you know what I'm saying? The dude, he going into his 11th year, and his legs ain't what they used to be. Them 2 knee injuries, they fucked Cushion big time, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, overall, as a player, I liked Cushion. Braxton Miller, he would be the person that I would use, you know, as trade bait to try to get Martavis Bryant on the team. Straight up. Yeah, he was. You know what I'm saying? Because he could flow sideline to sideline, and then on top of that, he made one play that most linebackers in the NFL has yet to make. Well, I'm not gonna say has yet to make, but while he was in Seattle, you know, Marshawn Lynch was considered one of the most devastating runners in the game, and I forget which year it was, but no, it was 2013 because that was the year of the pick six. You know what I'm saying? But I remember the play as it unfolded. They ran a simple run up the gut and Cushion read it right, shot through there, and ooh, he killed Marshawn Lynch. He killed him, made him fumble and everything. Still remember that play. You know what I'm saying? Those type of plays, those days for Cushion are over. You know what I'm saying? Those days of making me go, ooh, are over for that nigga. I'm sorry. What? Nah. And the only reason why I say that because Watt is no, he's not. Jermaine is not good, and he won't be good, and you guys will find that out soon enough. As far as Watt goes, like I said, he proved that that back injury that he had was far worse than his knee injury with his patella and whatnot. You know, and he not only did he come back from it, but in my personal opinion, I think we moving up to first round. Huh? I don't get that, Ferocious. You're gonna have to fill me in on that part, but but like with Watt though, you know, Watt is one of those players that, you know, you can't really you can't just assume anything with Watt. Like, you know, just like that year where AP he completely tore his ACL, and then that following year, you know, he went on to lead the league in rushing. You know, that I personally believe in those type of things happening. So yeah. I personally think that JJ is gonna come back. He may not be stronger than ever, but getting JJ at 85% is you basically might as well call that 100% for JJ. You know what I'm saying? But let me read these comments from y'all. We traded 17 to them and a second rounder. Then on draft day, we traded up. Yeah, and I feel you on that, but difference is we don't have a problem. Exactly, we don't. But no, back to the discussion at hand. You know, like I said, you know, and I'm mainly addressing all of you guys that give me shit, and I am talking directly to the people only on YouTube. How is it that you find a way, or you can think of a way, or trick yourself into believing that Martavis Bryant doesn't help this team? Please help me understand that, because from every aspect, in fact, I'm gonna go over all of them and prove to y'all why Martavis Bryant would be a fucking great addition to this team. You know what I'm saying? No, not you, Ferocious, but if they on the live stream, well, it's only for y'all watching. You know what I'm saying? If they watching, they know who they are, and like I said, I don't need to blast them. You know what I'm saying on it, but I really want to know. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, okay, let's go. Let me prove it to y'all. Let's start. Okay. Measurables. Where does he stand? LaFlame, I feel you. Exactly. Those reasons right there are why I make those type of moves. So you're not sitting, you know, how many times as a Texans fan have Andre went down and we just all sitting back like, oh my gosh, is Jacoby Jones gonna have a 100-yard game? And how many times after expecting that was, you know, and no homo with this shit, but as a Texans fan, how many times have you expected that, wished for it, and then get left with, as they, no, I'm not even gonna say it. Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that, you know, they gonna dope, like, I'm sorry, bro. It just don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at all of the teams outside of New England that has won. They not only did they have a number one option to go to, not only did they have a solid number two option to go to, but guess what? They had a damn good 3 and 4 option, third and fourth option to go to. Houston has never had that. It was either always Andre, then it went to DeAndre. Now we got Fuller, and all of a sudden everybody is expecting, you know, that to be the perfect band-aid. Like, we good. Like, nigga, we good. We can win a Super Bowl with that. If you honestly believe that, you're smoking crack and you need to go check yourself into a fucking mental ward. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a realist at heart. And on this live feed, y'all getting a raw version of me. See, these live feeds are a lot different from when I do my normal videos. Cause see, like I said, I take into consideration that, you know, no, see, that's the thing. He wouldn't, Dope boy Sean, he wouldn't take Fuller's spot. You know what I'm saying? See, with our getting Bryant would not only force Bill O'Brien to, you know, consistently come out of a 3 receiver set, but guess what? When you come out of the league is already set up like that anyway. 70% of the plays are called with 3 receivers in the formation anyway. So when you look at it, getting Martavis Bryant statistically and schematically, this is the most important word, schematically, he helps improve the team. Why? Let's see. Height, he's 6'4". That's, I don't know about what, and again, I'm going off of NFL standards, not something that I'm thinking of in my mind. These are NFL standards. At 6'4", 211, when he put on all his equipment, he's about at least a good 215 pounds at the most. Now, that's prototypical NFL size for a wide receiver. Hands. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we ain't never heard Martavis Bryant have issues catching the ball. When he was coming out of Clemson, didn't have that issue. You know, I hate to try, you know, I hate that, you know, some may take this as throwing a little shade on Fuller, but, you know, nah, and I feel you on that, LaFlame. If we was to get Martavis Bryant, we would no bullshit, and just like how I said in my videos, I still stand by it. If we get Martavis Bryant, we would be the new greatest show on turf, because schematically, again, y'all remember, I keep saying that, remember that word, schematically, we would be the football warriors, basically. What are the Warriors known for? High-powered offense. Yeah, they can play defense, but when it comes down to it, they can shoot you out of the gym. Heading out for the night. Gotta be up in 4 hours for work. Feel you. Check out my channel if y'all haven't. Alright, Trev. You know what I'm saying? Stay up in 100, man. Like I said, shit. You know what I'm saying? You stay keeping it fresh, you know what I'm saying? So, shit. Also, you know what I'm saying? You've been subscribed to your boy for a good little old minute, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even know that shit, you know, until you told me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's y'all that keep this shit going, you know what I'm saying? Looking ass. I feel you, Ferocious. But no, you know, for everybody that's still tuned in and whatnot, you know, let me get back to this MB shit. Hey, man, I feel like, you know, you gotta have a good beat on these type of things, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, for a lot of you guys that are quick to say that, you know, this ain't Madden, go play you some Madden. And matter of fact, go play with the Steelers. And I don't care what defense you go and get. In fact, go get Jacksonville, because they got, in looking at it for, you know, from a complete team, that defense is far more superior than Denver's was. You know what I'm saying? And Denver got some high quality pieces on their defense. Go play you some Madden. Go play against the Jaguars with the Steelers. I promise you, Martavis Bryant is gonna eat, and eat continuously. I want the Texans to get DRC. I think he would. Yeah, he would. You know what I'm saying? He would, but, and this is the realization that I had to come to myself, you know, just like how I made the video, you know, talking about, you know, how valuable offensive linemen are. Like it or not, fellas, right behind linemen, DBs are the second, are, in my eyes, are the, it's a high priority, you know what I'm saying, for a team, because if, in my eyes, if you can't win in the trenches, you're not gonna win the game. And that's straight up. If you can't cover, odds are your defense is gonna allow a lot of yards. You may not, depending on how busted or blown the coverage is, you may give up yards, but you might not give up points. And that's the major key, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is with that. But, you know, back to Bryant. Now, I've covered the fact that he's 6'4". He's got prototypical size and whatnot. Now, let's go to the physical measurable. You know what I'm saying? And this is where Martavis Bryant separates himself from the average receiver in the league. Remember, he's 6'4", 215 pounds basically, with all his equipment on. And now, we all know who the fastest guy on the team is. Will Fuller. No question about it. And I've been saying this, and it seems like the more I say it, the more I get ridiculed. But for some reason, the Texans seem to perform better every time I mention it. So I'm gonna keep mentioning Martavis Bryant in all my videos, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we get that to go through. But also at the same time, I'm hoping that, you know, whatever juju or vibe that I'm giving off with doing these videos or talking, you know, that we need to go get this player or that player, it seemed to have a positive effect on the team. So guess what? Y'all gonna hear that shit every week from me. Fantasy basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'll look into it, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But no, okay, let's get back to y'all keep throwing me off. Y'all taking advantage of my ADD, man. I keep telling y'all, bro. But no. Like I said, he's 6'4", 215. From a physical standpoint, we all, like I said, we all know that Will Fuller's the fastest guy on the team. He's the fastest receiver we have. And now, if I told you that Will Fuller is only a step faster than Martavis Bryant, he's only a step faster than him. When they're running in a straight line, just a simple go route, Will Fuller is only this much, and I don't think y'all can see my hand gesture. My hand gesture here, you know what I'm saying? He's only this much faster than Martavis Bryant. I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? You know, of course, if they have, you know, they keep him hush hush until, you know, the last, you know, until like a deal is something is getting ready to be made. Then of course that's when they start putting shit on NFL.com, like how they did with the Dwayne Brown shit. Well, not necessarily Dwayne Brown, but NFL.com had been putting up trade rumors and trades with Seattle and all that shit, and how they want to acquire left tackle and shit like that, you know. So when you start seeing reports like that swirling around, then you have to take it into consideration that that move might actually go down. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how that's how I keep a good beat on it. You know what I'm saying? And you have a 90% chance of being right when, you know, if you follow that formula. You know what I'm saying? You do it like that. But like I said, you know, we've covered the fact that Will's only a step faster than, you know what I'm saying, from a route running perspective. Martavis ain't no slouch. He may have, you know, because he's still young, he's still a young receiver. You know, he also, you know, with him being suspended for a whole year, you know, that took a lot of, you know, away from his development, you know, from his game. Now, does that mean that, you know, he's dropped off or anything? No, he's still the same player. You know what I'm saying? I just personally feel like, you know, over there in Pittsburgh, he not gonna be what he wants to be. You know what I'm saying? And what's sad is he's like, and I know I'm probably gonna get reamed for this, but looking at it from a all-around standpoint and a measurable standpoint, if both of those guys was to hit the free agent market, yes, AB would probably command a little bit more because of his name and, you know, what he's done so far. But when you look at it from an overall package as a receiver, Martavis Bryant is the best receiver on the Pittsburgh roster, like the shit or not. And I know that's a tall tale to sell, but just hear me out. With not just with those his physical attributes, you know what I'm saying? That's not just what makes him dominant. The fact that, you know, he can help you in other areas, like in the run game, especially in the run game. How are long runs sprung most of the time? Receivers making good blocks. Martavis is shown that he can and will be very aggressive at the point of attack when blocking. You know what I'm saying? So that's another box he checks. He plays hard. He let's see. Plays hard, check. Athletic measurables, check. Mentally, I personally think that if we bust that trade, just knowing the fact that he's around Watson again, knowing that, check. I know he going. You know what I'm saying? Watson gonna be like, look, bro, I need you. You know what I'm saying? And that's straight up. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be nothing wrong with Deshaun saying that either. Look, I need you on this team, dude. Cause when we get into the playoffs, like Chris Carter said the shit best, man. when you get to the playoffs, it's the best. It's the team that's that's the best equipped to do what they need to do and do what they want to do. That's gonna win the game. And like I say, with the current players that we have on the roster right now, we can make some noise, but I'm tired of making noise. I'm trying to get there and win that. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And like I say, shit, looking at it for what it is, you have a higher chance of landing this trade versus, trying to go out and get an all-pro lineman or, trying to get you an all-pro corner. Like, in these type of situations, like the old saying goes, beggars can't be choosers. And yet, every time I do a video, shit, it's like I get reamed for basically using that analogy. Beggars can't be choosers. Shit, it's not my fault that we can, yes, I get it. We need defensive players, but if nobody's willing to deal a defensive player, then guess what? You go and you get the next best thing, which is on the other side of the ball, and you bolster your offense. You know what I'm saying? You guys can sit there and try and explain to me and do all that shit all you want, but until I see it with my own eyes, Jeremy Lane was a bust in Seattle, and that's his label coming here. Bust. I'm not expecting nothing great from him. I'm not looking forward to him, coming in and suddenly being an all-pro. If he does, more power to you, brother. I'm happy. I'll be happy then, you know what I'm saying? Because he proved me wrong. And I just like any real motherfucker. If I get proved wrong, guess what? You're going to see me again, and I'll be doing a Crow video. But I know I won't be doing that because he sucks. He just sucks. You know what I'm saying? And I've covered that already early in the stream, and I'm not going there again. You know what I'm saying? But like I was talking about with my boy Brian. Now, okay. From a play calling standpoint, Martavis helps you in so many ways. So many fucking ways this dude helps you. Because now, like I said earlier, odds are you probably going to have to come out in the 3 wide receiver set. So that means there's going to be a mismatch somewhere because most teams don't carry, every team isn't the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the luxury of having 3, well, technically 2 all-pro corners and 1 really good one. You know what I'm saying? Not every team has that luxury. So guess what? Like I said, Denver is one of 32 teams. Which means you go and make this move, you now have at least a 70% chance or higher to beat your opponent simply by outscoring them. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you was to do if you grading a paper and whatnot, 70% is a C. Now, I'll take that C over getting an F any day. And that's straight up. I'll take that C in a heartbeat. It seems like I'm the only one that well, I'm not gonna say I'm the only one. It seems like me and a few other subscribers are the only ones that really get the big picture, like that really get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And for all of you guys that are quick to say we don't need any offensive weapons, you saw what happened in the Tennessee game. When you can jump out on a team, when you can jump out in front of a team early, it completely destroys a game plan. Like, simple, bro. Simple. They could easily give up okay, we got 2 seconds in 2019, which means that third round pick is very well expendable. And on top of that, you don't have to. That would be the perfect trade, babe, because 2019 isn't even here yet. We still in 2017. You know what I'm saying? So 2019 ain't even here yet. And to top it all off, it seems like Rick has a hard time, finding gems, after the second round. So I say, and I could name the players, that he drafted in the third round that haven't panned out. Ty Montgomery, fucking Brendan Williams, fucking DeVere Posey. Hell, it's looking Jalen Strong. Although that's they had no reason cutting him. You know what I'm saying? Soon to be Braxton Miller. Nah, I wouldn't just offer up a third. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, at the time, like I said, when the season was fresh, Pittsburgh needed an inside linebacker. And we needed to free up cap space. So I would have easily offered them cushion a third. And boom, that trade goes through. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck Houston's waiting for. I don't know why, but I mean, I just don't. Like I said, I guess it's gonna take for. Exactly, I would offer that too. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it seems like not only are the Texans content with what they have, but a lot of you Texans fans are no different. A lot of you Texans fans are no different from the coaching staff and all that, and the people in the front office. And guess what? It saddens me to fucking say this, but you're setting yourself up to take a major L. Like, for real, you're setting yourself up to take a major L. You know what I'm saying? You go, and I know this is gonna sound very fucked up, but again, I'm a realist, so I speak my mind, and unlike being on doing a regular video, I ain't sparing nobody feelings on this in the live stream. You know what I'm saying? It's open season on everybody. Why? Like, what medication are y'all on? Like, how just answer me this, and I don't care who the answer come from. Just answer me this, y'all. Since when does improving the team make the team, or to put it in the better terms of words, when has going out and getting better players at certain positions, since when did attempting to want to do that or doing that has impacted your team in a negative way? You don't see that shit's happening, but you know what I'm saying? Some people may want to throw out Ladarius Green. No. I followed Ladarius thoroughly while he was in San Diego. he couldn't get his touches because Antonio Gates was getting his. Antonio was still chasing records, and he was basically pulling a Brady towards Ladarius, you know what I'm saying? Who was, a younger, taller, faster. It's hard to say, man, because I know for if the right offer is made, any player can be traded, you know what I'm saying? But we don't know what that offer is, so I don't know. But no, like I was saying, Ladarius, he couldn't flourish. He wasn't gonna never be able to flourish, being behind Antonio Gates. So excuse me. So then he goes to Pittsburgh. He signs a decent little deal, you know what I'm saying? And gets buried in their offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you expect? Well, for one, I blame him for going there because you already have Antonio Brown, who is going to receive at least 60% of the targets that go through Pittsburgh. 60% of those targets are going to go to him. Le'Veon Bell is going to probably get another 30. So that means 10% of those carries got to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Now, they divide that up how the fuck they want to with, Hayward Bay and Justin Hunter and all those other guys, and Juju Smith and all that shit. But you in Pittsburgh, like, every team, that this guy is probably, at least there's one guy that's going to get majority of his touches. Now, how and why would it make sense for Ladarius Green to be in a Texans uniform? Same reason as for why I want Bucky Hodges in a Texans uniform. Not only are they, Ladarius is 6'6", Bucky Hodges is 6'6". Well, man, they have him 6'6", but throughout the whole draft process and all that, he was labeled as 6'7". So I'm not understanding how that shit's working, but looking at it for what it is, outside of Gary Barnidge, I can't and won't be able to name a tight end that physically can, do the things that Ladarius can. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking at our playbook and our team, Ladarius would be perfect he would fit in perfectly. And oh man, but as for usual, y'all, like, sub, and peace, man. I'm out, man. I'm gonna do a vid. What do you think it's gonna end up being? Man, honestly, after trading Dwayne Brown, I'm gonna remain anonymous on that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let the season play out and see how that shit goes. See where it go from now. But as per usual, man, like, sub, and fuck with your boy.